Analyzing the WWE Raw roster. Alexis Carrillo here, back with some more wrestling talk content on the Alexis Carrillo brand YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any wrestling talk content in the future. And we all witnessed it last week on Monday Night Raw, last week on Tuesday Night SmackDown Live. It was all about the WWE Superstar ShakeUp. It was all about which superstars from SmackDown were going to be traded over to Monday Night Raw, and which superstars from Monday Night Raw were going to be traded over to Tuesday Night SmackDown Live. And let me tell you, the ShakeUp did not disappoint. In fact, I think at the end of it all, it benefited the WWE greatly, because before the ShakeUp, there were two very unbalanced rosters. One in particular that was losing a little bit of steam in SmackDown Live, but now both rosters are pretty well balanced out. Both rosters are exciting in some instances, not as exciting in some others, but in the end of it all, they are both very well balanced. Now, in this analysis of each roster, I have divided each roster, both Raw and SmackDown, into subcategories, which I will explain to you in a few seconds. Now, obviously, let's get this out of the way. The male superstars, we've got the tag teams, a very particular tag team division. Kind of lost most of its talent, and I've got to say, SmackDown Live certainly came out winning in this situation, in this division, I should say. So the main tag teams for Monday Night Raw are going to be Akam and Razor, who just debuted a few weeks ago, the Authors of Pain. They are definitely going to be the Bludgeon Brothers of Monday Night Raw, to put it in that same vein. You've got the brand new tag team of Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, which really excites me more for Drew McIntyre than it does for Dolph Ziggler, because Ziggler just doesn't seem to get a grip on what, or the WWE creative doesn't seem to get a grip on what they want to do with Dolph Ziggler. Another tag team, pretty much the third and only tag, there are four tag teams on Raw that I think have a competitive edge over the others in terms of the Raw tag team titles. One of them being the team of the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. They are certainly gaining some steam. They're certainly gaining some wins. And then you've got the mismatch Woken team of Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, who I hear in many podcasts and many reviewers and many social media posts that they are going to be the next Raw tag team champions, or are going to be future Raw tag team champions, I should say. And then we've got the tag teams who are just supporting characters in the division, the Titus Worldwide, I should say, the team of Titus O'Neil and Apollo. We've got, and then we've got the comedy tag teams, the Ascension, Connor and Victor, their so-called best friends, the team of Breezango, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango. And then we've got the team who's got kids, Heath Slater and Rhino. So overall, the tag teams on Raw, a little bit mismatched from the SmackDown side of things. Then we got the lower mid card, which I consider are superstars that will not be having a good year in this a good 2018 and a good beginning of 2019, simply because, you know, the past has proved that, the statistics prove it, and, you know, gotta say that superstars like Bo Dallas, like Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Goldust, Mike Canales, Mojo Rawley, No Way Jose, and Zack Ryder, I don't think much is gonna happen with them. They're gonna be jobbers in my mind, and I'm not fond of calling them jobbers, but essentially lower mid-card is pretty much jobbing. Then we've got the mid-card. These are the superstars that I think are going to remain in the mid-card and are going to be fighting over the over the Intercontinental Championship over the next year. I'm talking about Baron Corbin. I'm talking about The Big Show if he returns. I'm talking about Chad Gable, who was separated from Shelton Benjamin. I'm talking about Elias. Everybody seems to love Elias, including myself. Then we've got, if Jason Jordan returns, he's going to be a part of the mid-card. You've got Kane. He's definitely gonna be a part of the mid-card. And one of my wishes is as in terms of somebody who's going to be in the mid-card, and hopefully he stays in the mid-card, because I don't want to see him near the main event, and that's got to be Jinder Mahal. Then we've got ourselves the upper mid-card. Now, these are the superstars that I think could go for the Intercontinental Championship throughout this whole year, and nobody would sneeze or complain, I should say, over that fact. But they are also the superstars that I think that, given certain momentum and given some key wins, they can be elevated into the main event, no problem. I'm talking about the returning Bobby Lashley. He's definitely returned in great shape, and if you followed him during his Impact Wrestling run, he has definitely gotten a whole lot better in the ring. Then we've got Dean Ambrose, if he returns. When he returns, he's definitely going to be a part of the upper mid-card, and WWE will not hesitate, if they want to bring him up to the main event. We've got Sami Zayn, a star that surprises me, hasn't won a title in WWE on the main roster. He hasn't held gold, but we've seen him in the WWE Championship main event picture over on SmackDown. I think he can do the same on Monday Night Raw, given some certain circumstances. And we've got the glorious one, Bobby Roode. He's been in the WWE for a small amount of time, so I think he's going to be more closer to the Intercontinental title picture than he is to the main event. But he is definitely, there is a case to make about the glorious one being elevated into the main event. Speaking of the main event, I have 6 superstars, 5 of which I'm very fond of, and 1 who I just don't really give a damn. Those 5 superstars in the main event are Braun Strowman, eventually, whether it be the Universal Champion or anyone in the main event, somebody's gonna get those hands, I should say. We've got Finn Balor, who I don't think WWE trusts in the main event, but he has definitely got the talent to be in that position. We've got Kevin Owens, proven superstar. Roman Reigns, even if you don't like it, even if you don't like him, he will be in the main event, and I am positive, hopefully, he wins the Universal Championship at the Greatest Royal Rumble event in Saudi Arabia, because I just want a world title back on Raw. I'm sick and tired of them tiptoeing around the fact that if Brock Lesnar isn't going to be around Raw in the coming weeks, they can't mention the Universal title, and they can't mention the Universal Champion. I am sick and tired of that, so hopefully Roman Reigns wins the title, and we've got the Universal Championship back on Raw. And then we've got Monday Night Rollins, definite main event player. He's the current Intercontinental Champion. In the coming months, he's eventually going to drop it and move on to bigger, better things, the main event, and hopefully Universal Champion. And the man that I just don't care, the man that I just don't give a damn, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is certainly a name. He is a part-timer, I get it. He brings good business to the company, but I believe part-timers are essential for dream matches. Part-timers do not need titles, especially world titles. So, as far as I'm concerned, Brock Lesnar could just drop the title in Saudi Arabia and could never show up, and that be it. I'd be happy with him dropping the title in Saudi Arabia, and that'd be it. Hopefully, if Brock Lesnar does indeed leave WWE, he puts over Lashley. And finally, the woman on the roster. We're talking about the main event of the woman. We're talking about Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, Natalya, and Ember Moon, the debut of Ember Moon just 2 weeks ago. And then we've got the rest of the women's division, who can at one point or another be elevated into the main event, but are not quite there. We've got Alicia Fox, Dana Brooke, Liv Morgan, Mickie James, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan. So, that's my analysis. That's where I put every single superstar on the Raw roster in every single subcategory. That's what I expect. What are your thoughts on this division, on these subcategories I've elaborated for the Raw roster? If you disagree with me, leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's it for me. Till next time.